So, dear friends, I'm Vari, and I'm looking forward to running a retreat at Sharpham with the title of Interbeing and Emptiness. And on this retreat, as usual with any retreats that I'm involved in, we enjoy two things. We enjoy stopping and calming. That's the first step on our path. And our second step is looking deeply. So when we stop and calm, we can create some stillness, some clarity, so that we can look deeply. I usually use my jar to illustrate this. When we come, we might feel busy. And as we settle into the retreat, we settle into doing things slowly, we settle into doing things in the present moment. We create a sense of stillness, a sense of clarity in us, and that enables us to look beyond the conventional level at which we normally experience life. And we can experience life more fully in our heart, in our body, and in our mind. So stopping and calming on retreat is really important so that we can reach that space where we can have the insights that come from that space of calmness and clarity. Because if we think about emptiness in the conventional sense, it sounds quite bleak, quite negative. And but when we look at it in the deep sense, what it really means is that we're not alone. We're not a separate self. We're woven from the very fabric of life, and we totally belong here. And that insight can give us a real sense of, of being at home, in this moment, of being at home in this universe, in this space, in the place that we'll be practicing in Sharpham, which is in beautiful countryside. We'll really feel at home in the countryside, enjoy mindful walking, enjoy relaxation, enjoy just time in silence, enjoying eating together and just being together with people in a very quiet and simple way. So we can, for instance, look deeply into the water that we will be drinking. And when we look at the water, we might think this is just a glass of water. But when we look deeply, we think, well, where is the glass of water coming from that is coming into our body? And we can see it may come from a reservoir, and the reservoir could have been filled up with clouds and the rain from the clouds. But where did the cloud come from? Maybe it came from the dew transpiring into the cloud, or from the oceans. So there's so much in this glass of water that we're going to drink and that's going to become part of us. And that's where interbeing comes in. That as I drink the glass of water and I'm in touch with the water inside of us, and we know we're 70% water, we know we're also in touch with the dew, in touch with the ocean, in touch with the cloud. And that's obviously the physical dimension of interbeing, but there's also the emotional level of interbeing. So maybe we can see we have habitual emotional patterns that cause us difficulty and suffering. So for instance, one I can relate to is anxiety. I can often feel anxious in different situations. But I see also that that was something that my ancestors had a lot of in their lives, and that I've inherited some of that anxiety, that habit of being anxious. And having that deep insight of interbeing, of the emptiness of my own anxiety, of the relatedness of my anxiety to that of my ancestors, helps me really have a huge sense of compassion for myself and for my ancestors. And in our practice, we say if we can heal our own suffering, then we heal it for our ancestors, for the generations to come, and the people alive with us on this planet at this moment. So if that sounds interesting to you and you'd like to join me, it will be lovely to be with you. Thank you.